With every passing day, hundreds and thousands came to him. His home became a mandir with a moving and loving, smiling and playful deity. Yes, it was him and only him who turned everyone's tears into streams of bliss. As the bud blossomed to reveal 1,000 petals, it can only be said that the fragrance of the first few years is unique.
As we said, Swami was visiting a lot of extremely rich people. Swami was visiting royalty. And during the October of 1946, Swami was staying at a huge bungalow or a palace of a royal family in Mysore. And that was a time when the family of Karunamba Ramamurthy, they wanted to have Swami's darshan. Right? By then they'd literally become mad. Wherever they heard that Swami has come, they would go and do whatever it takes to have Swami's darshan. It didn't matter whose house Swami was, it didn't matter where Swami was, whether they invited, not invited, they would land up there. Right? So they landed up in this particular place and they saw this. It's a huge bungalow. From the gate there is a long walkway and there's a huge garden, and the building is so far away and the building is so large. And the watchman, of course, does not permit them to go inside. Under the hot sun they wait, and they go with all their children. They wait. And finally at 4 o'clock, the watchman takes pity and he opens the gate and says, okay, you at least stand under one of the trees in the garden. So they go and stand under the tree. Mr. Ramamurthy goes around the garden hoping that he might find somebody through whom he can send word. Finally he goes to the entrance of the building and he asks the guard, can you just send word to Swami, tell him that so-and-so has come. It's a palace and I'm just a guard, I can't go inside. But if Swami happens to come down, I will tell him that you all have come. So they again wait. It starts becoming dark. The lights come on and the palace looks so grand in all that lighting. And finally one attendant comes and says that Swami asked you to come inside and sit. So they go inside and sit. And when they sit inside the place, they see how palatial that whole mansion is. The chandeliers, the pillars, the sofa which is there, the kind of lighting which is there. Till then they were so upset that why should Swami come and stay in such a place where devotees cannot access him? Right? That was the grouse they had. They were feeling so bad. But once they came in and they saw all this grandeur, the first thought they got is, Swami should stay in a place like this. He's the master of the universe. He should be staying in a place like this. Right? See, that is the heart of a devotee. In Shirdi Avatar, Baba used to say, now my devotees can afford only this. I am taking all this. But there will come a time when they can afford me a palace. I will accept that also. For Swami, everything is the same. So as long as it is offered by a devotee, Swami accepts it. So eventually, after so many hours of waiting, they waited the whole day. Swami comes down with a bewitching smile, and the moment they see Swami, they all break down, they fall at Swami's feet. And Swami says, oh, very happy all of you have come. But then the thought has occurred. So she tells of Swami, Karunamba Ramamurthy says, Swami, why should you come and stay in a place like this where we can't reach you? Swami says, Atlakadu Bangaru, even these people need God. Right? See, these are all people of influence. If I can transform them, how much it will benefit all the others. It is my duty to ensure that they learn what their duty towards society is. And Swami says, for that, I need to spend time even with these people. And then Swami says, no, actually they are good people. It's not like, they think like that. They didn't see you. See, the gate is so far. And I told them, see, my devotees are standing there, but you see, I speak Telugu and they know Kannada only, they didn't understand my language. How Swami is trying to, ensure that they also don't lose their face. And then Swami consoles them. And then, they've brought all some fruits and all that. They've brought some oranges. So Swami is talking all these consoling and sweet words. And Swami takes the oranges that they've got, peels it, gives them the fruit. And they, looking at Swami, they eat the fruit. And then they realize we brought it for Swami and we are eating it, right? What you offer to Swami is the prasadam that we get, right? Once when Swami had come to the hostel during the summer course, the food was served and all the boys were seated there. And they were all waiting for Swami to take his place on his table. And they said, okay, we'll chant Brahmarpanam now and then we'll eat. So everybody started chanting Brahmarpanam. And there was this little boy, probably from the primary school. And he thought, why Swami is sitting here and why should we sit somewhere and chant Brahmarpanam? So he took his plate and walked up directly to Swami. He said, here is Brahma, here's the food, Arpanam, right? And Swami also very lovingly just took one small piece from his plate. And then as that boy was walking back to his place, Swami looked at everybody and Swami said, do you know what I took from his plate? Swami told, in that vada on his plate, there was a chili, I took that. And Swami said, this is what I do when you chant Brahmarpanam. This is what I do when you offer something to me. I take everything that is bad and I give you what is best for you. Now Swami is on the back foot, right? If you want to get a boon, this is the time it is. So they say, Swami, now we're very upset with you. You better come to our house now. And Swami says, okay, I'll come. Sunday is a holiday. I'll come on Sunday. And then Swami says, no, Sunday don't want. I'll come on Bali Padyami. Bali Padyami is a festival which is observed in Karnataka, I believe, after the festival of Deepavali.
In Karnataka, Deepavali is spread over 3 days, and one of those days is Bali Padyami. Swami had promised them that I will come to your home on Deepavali day, but Swami has actually visited their homes on 2 occasions before, once in June and once in July as well. The June visit on the 3rd of June was the first ever time that Swami visited their home, and it happened in a very interesting manner. Swami was there at the home of Basavaraj Ars. So this is Basavaraj Ars and his wife who are doing Pada Puja to Swami. His wife's name is V. Rajamanni. And Kannamma and family got to know that Swami is coming in Sakama's car. So they rushed there at that home, waiting outside. Now, Basavaraj Ars is also of the royal family. So he also had his own palatial bungalow mansion. And Swami arrives there and they get to know that Swami is in a big hurry. He wants to leave for Bangalore the same evening. It's going to be a very short visit. But they say, let us have darshan at least, let us be here and let us try to get Swami to come to our home. And they wait there, Swami goes in and this is the Pada Puja that takes place. And after Pada Puja, they're getting the prasadam. Karunamba Ramamurthy, she manages to get one word with Swami and she says, Swami, you must come home. Here only, on the way only, Swami, just here only, you should come, Swami. Now, Ars is a family name. 2-3 other Ars home Swami had to go to. So Swami said, you do one thing, go and get things ready. I will come. I will be at this, one of the relatives. He tells the name and says, at such and such a place, I will be there. And Kannamma says, yes, Swami, we will come and pick you up from there. You should come to our home before you drive back to Bangalore. So they rush home. It starts raining. It starts pouring. But they are in bliss. You know, when you are in bliss, everything adds to the joy. Anything in the world is neither positive nor negative. Based on what we are, yad bhavam tad bhavati. If we are lost in divine ecstasy, everything becomes a blessing. And if we are not, everything becomes a cause for frustration, irritation and anger. So they get drenched in the rain, but they rush home. They start getting everything ready and they send some men to go and pick up Swami. When they reach, Swami is waiting there and telling, I'm already waiting. How late? How much time? Come, let's go fast. And Kannamma and her mother, they're all waiting at the home with Aarti and everything. Swami just rushes past. He doesn't wait for the Aarti and all. I'm in a hurry. I'm on a schedule. First time he's coming to their home, but straight he walks in, goes to the staircase, climbs up and goes and sits on the chair that has been kept for him. You know, It's like he's coming, he's been living in this home from long time. They are amazed at that, See, this is what happens when you live with Swami. We forget who he is. It happens so naturally because he behaves like one among us. He goes directly, sits there and tells, "Chalo, start fast, do everything fast." They do the Pada Puja, everything. They tell Swami, "You should eat something." Okay, ate something. It's all done now. Come, let me go. They tell Swami, "This is not nice, Swami. Means we didn't get satisfied. We should come again." Swami says, "Yes, I'll come again." But then as Swami is leaving, they sit in the car. Swami sits in the car. He has to leave for Bangalore. And as they drive a little distance, the car suddenly comes to a halt near Hardinge Circle. This is how it has become in Mysore today. Those days it was not so grand and big. It was a big fountain over there. And the driver says, "Swami, sorry, the petrol has got over. I have to run now." Swami says, "I am in a hurry, no time." Swami, what to do? Swami says, "Okay, do one thing now. In Bangalore you can refuel. For now you just take that water from the fountain and put it and let's go." And that's how the fountain water from Harding Circle becomes the fuel to propel Swami's car. And Swami goes to Bangalore. So that had happened during the first visit. In July again, Swami visits Kannamma. And then this, October. On Balipadyami day, now they go. This time Swami is staying at the Karanji mansion. This is Karanji mansion. It still is there in Mysore. He's staying there and Kannamma and family go there. And when they go there, they see a lot of cars, vehicles, copper vessels, food, net. So many things are being taken. Oh, what is happening? What is this? They say, no. The royal family has decided to take Swami to see a Khedda operation. A Khedda is an operation in which they trap wild elephants to domesticate them and use them, in the stables. Anyway, this was one Khedda operation which Swami basically doesn't like. On that day, everything is ready. Swami is not ready. Why? Swami is sleeping. And Swami sleeps till 6 p.m. They go, Swami, now too late to do Khedda. Swami says, yeah, we'll cancel the Khedda operation. He washes his face, comes and tells Kannamma, come, we'll go now. I'll come, as promised, I'll come to your home. When Swami keeps awake and Swami exerts himself, it is out of his love for the devotee. When Swami sleeps excess, that is also in love for the devotee. And that is how Swami comes to their home on the day of Balipadyami. And as I said, Balipadyami is the main Deepavali festival in Karnataka. And from Kannamma's home, there is a window through which you can see the Mysore palace itself. And the Mysore palace is beautifully illuminated. And Swami, as he's walking, as he's crossing the window, he stands by the window and he is lost in that sight. Swami says, I love lights, I love flowers. One day my Prashanti Mandir will be like this. And nobody understand anything. Because there is no Prashanti Mandir, it's still Pata Mandiram days. No name, no form for the Prashanti Mandir. But Swami says, one day my Prashanti Mandir will be like that. And as I said, they have got 3 days to prepare. So it's a massive function at their home. Not just the family, everybody has come. Everybody participates in the Pada Puja for Bhagwan. And during the Pada Puja, Swami also says, again he looks out of the window at the palace. And he says, I had been to that palace. And Swami reveals that when he went there, he had named the daughter of the king as Gayatri. The Pada Puja, everything gets over. It's about 8 o'clock in the night. Everybody is Sai Ram. Everybody is now vacated from the house. Swami is also there. It's not like Swami has left. Swami is there. But all other guests now have to leave because function is over now. Sai Ram, chalo, leave. Everybody leaves. And now Kannamma's mother feels that there are children at home. Let me feed them first. Let me finish their food first. Put them to sleep. Then we can spend time with Swami. And Swami comes and tells, what? You're feeding all your children except one child. Who will feed me? I also want to eat. And she's like, Swami, I want to in her mind, thinking that I want to dedicate my full time for you, Swami. No, I also want to be there. And then Swami says, why only children? Everybody should eat. I came here to eat together. No, all of you should sit. So he forces everybody to sit. And of course, Sakamma is there because it's in Sakamma's car only that they have come here. Sakamma has taken ill that day. She's sick. So she says, I'm not going to have anything, I'll just have some porridge and some milk, that's enough. Swami is there, but she's saying, I'll just have a little gruel and I'll take rest quickly now. You guys carry on whatever you're doing through the night. Then the food starts and Swami starts eating and relishing, He's relishing the chitraanna, the sambar, the lady's finger sambar, the kosambri and the paisa. All milk products, every time Swami says, little only enough for me. And anytime when some people force him, he says, no, this I had enough in my Krishna Avatara days. So I'll relish the other things. I'll have the spices in this Avatara possibly. So rasam, wangiba, chitraanna, brinjal. And then as Sakama is going to retire, Swami says, Sakama, you don't know what you're missing. Awesome food it is. You fell sick, your fate. Go, drink milk and sleep. Swami playing around with her. And then as they're having dinner, Swami is speaking to the husbands, Kannamma's husband and the other men there. Swami is saying, see, men only, they go out, earn money and come, that's all. Women have so many headaches. They take care 9 months of the child in the womb, after that bringing up the child, so many hardships they have. So once in a while they'll get upset and irritated and angry. Be a little tolerant and patient with them, because their anger also goes away fast. He advises the men like that. And then they start singing together. It goes late into the night. And Kannamma's family were all singers. They would sing many Kannada songs. And as they're singing, Swami also starts telling, when I was there in Bangalore, they took me to movies. But it was a nice movie. It was a movie on Tyagaraja and one Hema Reddy Mallamma. See, like these saints and sages movies, you should see. You should see, because it fills your heart with love for God. And that is definitely true. And Swami said that such movies you can all see, you should see in fact. They're lying down on the beds and again talking. And like bedtime stories, Swami is giving a bedtime discourse. Swami speaks to them about how it doesn't matter what name you worship, what form you worship, because all reaches ultimately the same God. And it is to Swami's discourse that they use as a lullaby, and all of them go to bed. They slept late in the night, they all get up early in the morning. And they don't want to miss even one moment with Swami. In fact, Kannamma writes that when Swami wakes up and he's brushing his teeth also, they're going and talking with him, and Swami is continuing to converse. In fact, while brushing his teeth, Swami raises his robe and he shows to Kannamma and says, see Kannamma, how small my feet are. Do you think any man can have such small feet? She had long time asked Swami, why did you come as a man and not as a woman? Here Swami, possibly answering her, Swami raises his robe and says, see my feet, how small they are. You think a man can have such small feet? As Swami has breakfast and receives Aarti and it's time for him to leave, Kannamma's mother comes and tells Swami, now you'll go off, you'll forget all of us. And Swami, what we should do, Swami, so that you never forget us? Look at Swami's sweet response. Swami says, I'll tell you, come here. Takes a piece of paper, takes a pen and writes down a song for them in Telugu. Swami is writing this and giving, and Swami tells, see, whenever you miss me now, you just sing this song, I'll show my presence, because when you sing this, how I can forget you, I'll come to you. And as Swami sits into the car, he's about to leave, he suddenly stops and tells, hey, I'm going to Ankamma's house, I should not go empty-handed. Some sweets are there, you give, I'll take it for her as a gift. And so they pack sweets and give it to Swami.
When he was talking about Swami telling, they took me to the movies, you can see nice movies. It reminds us of Mrs. Anjali Devi, Swami's devotee, very great actress, veteran film star. When she came to Swami, she came in dire straits. Actually, she was on the brink of bankruptcy. Their company was doing bad. They had given a row of flops. So that's how they come to Swami. And what does Swami do? As I said, whatever is the field in which you are, whatever is the offering that you can make, Swami helps you in that. Swami accepts that offering. So Swami actually gives her a script for a movie and says, make a movie on this. And what is the script that Swami gives? Swami gives Sati Sakkubai. Swami makes them make that movie, and Swami says, don't release this movie under this particular banner, open a new company and release under that. And all the money they've lost in decades together, they win it back in that one movie. On one stroke, Swami helps the devotee. On the other stroke, Swami is giving the world something which is useful for them, which will make them think about God. And much later, again, she is having this desire to resurrect that old company. So then she comes to Swami and she says that. Swami says, okay, I'll give you one more story. Make on Tukaram this time. That again becomes a blockbuster. In fact, many of the songs are sung by our students in Mandir in front of Swami. And even as you was telling about that song, I'm not able to resist talking about that song a little more. And I still recall when we were graduating in our second PG, one of our classmates came and said, hey, we should sing this song. Because this is the prayer we have to make to Swami. Swami told, if you want to ensure that I don't forget you, this is the song you have to sing. And so we said, this is the song we have to sing. And this is the most beautiful line. The last line, it says, the meaning of that line is, Swami, are you trying to get rid of us? Have you got so bugged of us, so bored of us, that you're trying to get rid of us? And I still recall it's so beautiful in our memory when we sang this song in front of Swami as part of our gratitude program. When we sang this line, Mammu Vidanadagachu Sedava, Swami said, he just shook his head like that. He said, no. So that's the beautiful song. Swami said, if you want to ensure that I do not forget you, Swami said, keep singing these songs. It's not like this one song. It's a tongue twister. I'm not suggesting that we all should learn this and sing. But if we think of him, he thinks of us.